Hi everyone, my name's Donkey and today we are back on the No Man's Sky video. So before we just start, I've got a few things to say. First of all, I apologise for the rain. It's very rainy outside. It creates quite a lot of background noise, can't really help it. I wish I could, but I can't. Also, this is going to be the building up to the last few videos of the No Man's Sky series. Because basically I've run out of ideas, I've run out of stuff to do, and we're on, what, episode like 45 roughly, coming up soon, so I'm thinking instead of dragging it on too much and me running out of ideas, I'm going to draw it to a nice little close. So I've got one proper kind of meaty video today, but then next week we'll just be cleaning up and everything, and then the week after that potentially just starting a new project on GameMaker Studio 2. If possible. If not, we might start on Studio 1 and then move over into Studio 2 later on, or I might port one of the projects over, I'm not sure, but it'll be something in the new GameMaker Studio, which will probably be coming up. But anyway, on to the meaty video today, which is going to be making a range. So let me just show you. It's probably quicker and easier to do. But you can see here we've got our planets. Now at the moment we can be all the way over on the other side of the universe pretty much and still click on this planet. Now in my mind that's not very realistic. In my mind you want to be somewhere around here before you can actually land on the planet. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a little range. So there's going to be a certain circle around the planet which you can land from. Now what we've got to do to make sure this is right, yep, it's in the center. Make sure yours is the same, so your sprite planets, the origin is in the center, otherwise this won't work very well. It will work, but not great. Okay, left button, beam down to planet. Now, we're going to do a few things first actually. We're just going to set up some variables. So, and this is where you can see here, this is kind of a mess at the moment. The next video next week will be covering a lot more comments and cleaning some of the stuff out that we don't need to make it a more nice file for you. And also I'll probably be exporting it and giving it to you guys if you have missed some other videos in between. But yeah, here what we're going to do is put some variables. So the variable first we're going to do is distance. We're going to say distance. We'll just call it a distance, why not? We won't make it global just in case it overlaps with another one, but we'll just say distance for the object planets. And we'll say that you have to be within 100. We're going to test this in a minute, so we'll see how it goes. But left button, beam down to planet. Now, a few things we're going to have to do first is here we've got global.current planet. We've got these room changes, we've got all sorts of stuff going on. We're just going to whack it all in a massive if statement. So we're going to say if point distance, and we're going to say object space ship .x and .y as well. And then we're going to say x and y is less than distance. We're going to do all this nice stuff. Else, we're just going to write a debug message. Out of range. So effectively we're just making an if statement saying if the distance between the spaceship, which is the player, and the planet is less than the distance we've set, then we're going to do all this stuff. We're going to beam down to the planet and everything, otherwise we're going to show a nice little debug message. The beauty of this is it means we can actually go on and test it, so we can see whether that number we've put in is a good number or not. Out of range, out of range. What is within range then? That is within range. I'd still say that's too far, I'd maybe even go half that. So let's do that, but it's half it. This is really just trial and error at this point. This is how realistically you would make this value. I could have gone through and done this all before, but then that would be incredibly boring. and short. So yeah, I'd say there we're pretty close. I worry this though that the spaceship is not centered. So let's check that. Yep, it's not. Didn't think so. Origin center for the spaceship. Very important. Also, I have no clue what my spaceship looks like. Right, yeah, there we go. So out of range. Once we get to about there though, we're within range. Pretty nice, pretty neat. I'd say that's pretty alright, it's pretty working. The question is, can we be cheeky? No, we can't. So sometimes what happens with these kind of systems is if you're within range of one object, so within range of this object, and clicking on this object here, it might let us beam down to that one because we're within range, just the wrong planet. But no, it doesn't work for this one. So that's kind of it really for these videos, these proper videos. It's optional whether you watch the next video or not, to be honest. If you want your project to be nice and clean, or if you want the download for the project, then I would say yes, go and watch the next video. If you don't want that, then you can just end here. This is effectively the end of the proper series. The next series we'll do, we might do an RTS, we might do an RPG again, I'm not sure. We'll do something kind of different, though we won't be doing another sandbox, I can tell you that now, because we've done two kind of sandbox games now. We'll be moving on to something a bit different, maybe a shooter, I don't know. If you have any ideas, drop them down below. I'm currently going to be on holiday when this goes out, but I'll reply as soon as I get back. But anyway guys, that was this kind of video, the last video for the proper series. If you like this video, remember to like, subscribe, or just do what you guys want to do, and I will talk to you in the next one.